under the wrong section of the Cybercrime Act. While the police force's legal advisor rushed to charge the cop, it will appear now that the legal advisor has some questions to answer. You'll find out more in this report. A High Court judge has ordered Vigilance Magistrate Fabio Azor not to go ahead with sentencing Sergeant Dion Bascom, who was on January 17, 2025, found guilty of committing cybercrimes against policemen Mitchell Caesar and Kester Cosbert. It was the police force's legal advisor Mandel Moore who had rushed to lay the charges against Bascom. Bascom, through his attorneys Glenn Hanneman and Ronald Birch-Smith, had moved to the High Court to challenge the section of the Cybercrime Act under which Bascom was found guilty. Bascom's attorneys are contending that he was charged under Section 19(5)(a) of the Cybercrime Act, number 16 of 2018, and that act, according to the attorneys, does not create a criminal offense. Quote, by charging the applicant under this non-creative provision, the draftsman failed to identify the specific offense under the Cybercrime Act that had been contravened. In these circumstances, on the face of the record, there was an error of law, and the learned magistrate exceeded her jurisdiction and erred in law by exercising jurisdiction when it was exhibited before her, unquote. Maintaining that sentencing Bascom would be a miscarriage of justice, Birch-Smith and Hanneman told the High Court that the trial was conducted and determined on particulars that failed to align with the statutory requirements, thereby rendering the conviction unsustainable in law. Sergeant Dion Bascom, prior to this matter, had been acquitted at the Georgetown Magistrates Court of similar charges in relation to Mitchell Caesar and Chabinot Singh. The High Court will hear this case again in March. The case gained widespread attention following a live Facebook broadcast in August of 2022, during which Bascom leveled accusations against senior police ranks in relation to the murder of Ricardo Fagundes, who was shot multiple times on Main Street, Georgetown, on March 21, 2021. That murder remains unresolved. Travis Chase, HGP Nightly News. Stay with us. You're watching the HGP Nightly News.
Welcome to SNL Electrical Inc., where lighting and electrical needs are met with expertise and style. From the latest in electrical lamps to durable cables, circuit breakers, panels, we have it all. Illuminate your space with our elegant chandeliers, stunning crystal lights, and versatile pole lights. Looking to upgrade your comfort? Explore top-of-the-line AC units and our diverse selections of stylish styles. Visit us at 170-180 Thomas Street, Kitty, Georgetown. Discover a solution that not only lights up your world but transforms it. Call us on telephone number 226-3018 or 223-1634. SNL Electrical Inc. powering your life with elegance, quality, and care.
With 70% ethyl alcohol, Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer eliminates 99.99% of all germs and even moisturizes in the process, leaving your skin clean and hydrated. Mighty Foam Hand Sanitizer. How do you stay clean?
It's Digicell's 18th anniversary, and we're going big with our blowout sale. Get up to 40% off Samsung smartphones. Yes, you heard that right. 40% off Samsung smartphones. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,000. The A15 for only $27,000. And the A25 at a jaw-dropping $35,000. But wait, there's more. With every purchase, enjoy a 30-day free data plan to stay connected. Hurry to a Digicel store near you. Offer good while stocks last. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Welcome back to the HGP Nightly News. We tell you now that a 26-year-old male teacher has been arrested by police in Region 7, Bartica, for having sex with one of his preteen students. Police heard that the teacher, who admitted that he had sex with the child, lured her to his dorm under the pretext that her assignment was late and that she needed extra help. Prior to this incident, the teacher had sent text messages to the child telling her that she should skip classes and come over to the government quarters for work review. The other details of what transpired are not worth repeating on national television. A police file in the matter is being prepared. Opposition Member of Parliament Don Hastings-Williams is urging an immediate resolution to the ongoing land rights violation that residents of Chinese Landing and Isirinu are experiencing as a result of mining operations granted by the Guyana Geology and Mines Commission. Antonio Day reports.
With the livelihoods of residents of Chinese Landing in Region 1 and Isinaru in Region 7 hanging in a balance, and the government and international commissions locked in decision over land rights violations, Don Hastings-Williams, an Indigenous representative in the National Assembly, says things are getting out of hand.
A miner has been supposed to be encroaching allegedly on their lands, and at the moment they're not allowed to do mining, the small mining, which the Amerindian Act caters for. Under the Amerindian Act of 2006, small and medium-scale miners must secure 2/3 majority from a village council in order to engage in mining operations on Indigenous titled lands. Villagers of Isinaru took their case to the Inter-American Commission on Human Rights, IACHR, alleging that the government violated their rights to property, legal equality, justice, maternal protection, health, and cultural benefits. The IACHR found the government responsible for at least 16 violations and urged the state to support Isinaru in preserving its environment, particularly regarding the community's mining operations on ancestral lands. Hastings-Williams told Nightly News that in the Upper Mazaruni, where she originates from, many residents are faced with restrictions to their ancestral lands. We have conflicts with Jawala, Kamarang, these communities that do mining, where some of the big miners are granted concessions by GGMC. And, I do not want this to repeat itself. And that is why I was questioning the minister what mechanism she has in place to avoid recurrence. Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai, according to MP Hastings-Williams, when grilled about the situation, did not provide a favorable response. So she ended up telling me that these matters are in court, but my point is the Minister of Amerindian Affairs or the Ministry of Indigenous Peoples Affairs should have a support mechanism where they can advise the village councils, where they can go and have consultations, meetings, information sharing with the people in the community, and before it escalates and has to go to the courts. Meanwhile, Minister Sukai and Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Amerindian Affairs, when contacted for an update on the matter, did not respond. Messages were also sent requesting a comment, but up to press time, we received no response. Antonio Day reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
Thank you, Antonio. Vendors of the Linden Wismar market will soon benefit from improved working conditions as the Linden Mayor and Town Council received an 18 million grant from central government to rehabilitate the market's roof. Find out more from Tiana Cole.
Linden's Town Clerk Lennox Gast were confirmed on Wednesday during the Linden Mayor and Town Council's statutory meeting that the grant will fund critical repairs to the Wismar market roof, which has been in a state of disrepair for some time.
Let me say that the $18 million has been received as a grant for the Council for 2024.
Gasper added that while a large part of the roof has been completed, the contractor noted that due to the rainy season, the ceiling has deteriorated and the council did not receive funding for the repairs.
We also would, if we look around, notice that we don't have gutters so as to take out that excess water, because water now is going to be running right away around the building.
The deteriorated condition of the Wismar market roof had previously caused discord between members of the council, particularly Linden Mayor Sharma Solomon and the town clerk. Last December, Solomon conducted a walkthrough exercise at the Wismar market, where he informed stallholders and patrons about his administration's plans. Tiana Co reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
6 persons are now dead, while 3 are badly injured following a spate of road accidents across Guyana. You'll have these stories from Daisy Richards.
Guyana's road carnage continues with 6 lives lost in just 4 days. 2 of the accidents have left 3 badly injured. Earlier on Thursday, on the Luzictan Public Road, East Coast Demerara, a speeding motor lorry driven by a Tassing 28 of Curtin Berbice crashed into a car driven by a now injured woman. It was reported that the 28-year-old lost control of his vehicle and collided with a lamp pole. The woman's car then crashed into a house. Emergency medical technicians arrived at the scene and both drivers were taken to the Georgetown Public Hospital Accident and Emergency Unit. On Wednesday, an accident occurred at Covent Garden Public Road, East Bank Demerara around 6:25 hours that resulted in a pedal cyclist being crushed by a motor lorry driven by Joshua Lim, 21. The pedal cyclist was 85-year-old Vakanand Sukdeo of Little Diamond, East Bank Demerara. According to the police, the lorry driver was attempting to turn when he collided with the 85-year-old cyclist. When the ambulance and emergency medical technicians arrived on the scene, the man's body was examined and was pronounced dead on the scene. The body was escorted to the Memorial Gardens funeral home and awaiting a post-mortem. The lorry driver was arrested and placed into custody and is assisting with the investigation. On Monday, police began an investigation in Curtin Berbice following the death of motorcyclist Edwin Hartman, 35. It was disclosed that the driver of the motorcar stopped at the side of the road and proceeded to make a right turn, and the motorcyclist collided with the car doors. The man succumbed to his injuries and his body is at the Port Morant Hospital's mortuary awaiting a post-mortem. The driver is in police custody assisting with the investigation. While on Sunday, there were 4 deaths in 3 separate accidents. The accidents resulted in the deaths of Sor Singh, 25, who lost control of his vehicle. 18-year-old Finity Miggins, who overtook a motorcar riding at a fast rate, collided head-on with another motorcar, and him and his pillion rider, Teron Miggins, were flung to the side of the road. They were rushed to the Lenora Cottage Hospital, where the 18-year-old succumbed to his injuries and the pillion rider suffered 2 broken legs. Meanwhile, 22-year-old Ronaldo Gordon and 23-year-old Joel Sutherland lives were claimed as a result of speeding when the driver, Gordon, lost control of the vehicle that collided with a concrete bridge on the side of the road. They were picked up by passers-by and taken to the Diamond Diagnostic Center, where they were examined and pronounced dead on arrival. Investigations are ongoing for all the accidents, and all the young men's bodies are awaiting autopsies. For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. You're watching the HGP Nightly News. Stay with us. There is more news ahead.
Planning a cleanup? We can help. Sevon's Waste Management skip bins can be provided for home renovation projects, yard cleanup, or construction project. It's simple. Step 1, give us a call. Step 2, we put down the bin. Step 3, load it up with all of your junk. Step 4, we take it away. That's simple. Bins are also available in various sizes, so there is no job that is too big or too small. Call Sevon's Waste Management today at 218-1455.
Ready to up your game? Ready to up your game? Win big with over 60 epic prizes. A brand new PS5, Nintendo Switch, iPhone 16 Pro Max, Apple smartwatch, and the hottest earbuds from Apple and Samsung. Plus, we are giving away thousands in phone credit and a whole year supply of Buster or Turbo Energy drink. Here's how. Buy any Buster or Turbo Energy drink. Find the code starting with BB and enter online or on WhatsApp. Visit us on Facebook or Instagram at Turbo_Caribbean or Buster Guyana for all the details. Don't just play. Up your game with Buster and Turbo Energy.
In December 2019, Guyana embarked on a historic journey, producing oil offshore for the very first time with the Liza Destiny FPSO, delivering 120,000 barrels per day. Today, just 5 years later, the nation stands proud as the fastest growing economy in the world. With the addition of 2 more FPSOs, production has increased to approximately 650,000 barrels per day.
Guyana.
Guyana is on the verge of becoming a global destination for sports and culture. Through investments backed by the oil and gas sector, which exceed $3.7 billion Ghana dollars, Guyanese get access to infrastructure and skills training for various sporting activities. The synergy between the economic benefits of the oil operations offshore and support for national initiatives helps position Ghana more favorably on an international stage.
Thanks for staying with us here in the HGP Nightly News. The Ethnic Relations Commission has welcomed the renewal of the International Decade for People of African Descent by the United Nations for a second term, 2025 to 2034, reaffirming its commitment to advancing the rights, recognition, and development of people of African heritage globally. The UN's decision extends the objectives of the original decade under the theme of recognition, justice, and development, ensuring that the progress made so far is strengthened and expanded. The Commission believes that the renewal of the decade for people of African descent resonates deeply within Guyana's history and is a significant step towards addressing historical injustices and enhancing the promotion of African heritage. The ERC says it recognizes the invaluable contribution Guyanese have made in shaping the national identity, as well as their ongoing contributions to progress. As part of its mandate, the Commission said it will continue working to ensure the rights of all Guyanese are upheld. The ERC urges all Guyanese to embrace this renewed commitment by actively promoting unity, mutual understanding, and respect among the country's diverse communities. On the police blotter, the police have formally arrested the teen responsible for the killing of a city councillor. Daisy Richards has the story.
The mother of the 16-year-old boy who allegedly stabbed to death City Councillor Kyle Solomon turned him over to the police Wednesday night. According to reports, it was the teen's mother who turned him in to the police. On Wednesday, police launched an investigation into the murder of Kyle Solomon, a 47-year-old businessman of Durban Backlands, and the city councillor attached to the Georgetown Mayor and City Council. According to the police, Solomon, upon investigating a strange noise, came out of his house and saw the 16-year-old suspect attempting to gain entry to his business establishment. He raised an alarm and the suspect began running. The businessman gave chase and caught up to the known suspect, and an argument ensued. The 16-year-old then pulled a knife from the waist of his pants and dealt the man 5 stabs, one to his lower abdomen, chest, left side rib, left arm, and left elbow. Solomon subsequently fell to the ground, and the teen made good his escape. The man was pronounced dead at the Georgetown Public Hospital. His body was escorted to the Memorial Gardens Funeral Home and is awaiting a post-mortem. Leon Saul, another city councillor, extended condolences to the man's family.
I would like to express my sincerest condolences to the family of Councillor Kyle Solomon. As the Deputy Mayor said, we would have lost a councillor who has given invaluable service to the municipality.
For HGP Nightly News, I am Daisy Richards.
Thank you, Daisy. Your regional news is ahead.
It's Digicel's 18th anniversary, and we're going big with our blowout sale. Get up to 40% off Samsung smartphones. Yes, you heard that right. 40% off Samsung smartphones. Grab the Samsung A05 for just $17,000. The A15 for only $27,000. And the A25 at a jaw-dropping $35,000. But wait, there's more. With every purchase, enjoy a 30-day free data plan to stay connected. Hurry to a Digicel store near you. Offer good while stocks last. Digicel, the network for everyone, everywhere.
Interested in honoring or paying tribute to a loved one, or just making a loved one feel special? HGP TV offers you all that and more. Air your birthday greetings, death announcements, and wedding anniversaries on HGP TV today. HGP TV offers affordable prices, convenience, and great services. Call us on 220-3660 or email us at sales@hgptv.com.
Get your tickets now for the One Guyana, One Love tribute to Bob Marley showcase at the Pegasus poolside on Friday, February the 7th at 7 p.m. Featuring Brandon Harding, Mark Batson, Prince Ali, Empress Jalove, King Mandela, Beanick, Wi-Fi, DJ China, Carry and Correction Band, Lava Nile, and Ras Sebi, aka Bling Ras. MCs Melody Thomas and Ras Punchy. Music by Redemption Sound and Murphy One-Man Band. Admission $3,000 in advance. Get your tickets at the Pegasus Hotel front desk and White Castle Fish Shop at Hadfield and John Streets. For more information, call 661-2976. It's the One Guyana, One Love tribute to Bob Marley showcase.
Don't give up the fight.
Good evening and welcome to Thursday's edition of the Regional News. The Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis is grappling with a sharp and concerning rise in HIV cases, with health officials raising urgent alarms over the growing epidemic. Since 2022, the number of reported HIV cases has skyrocketed, reaching a staggering 267 cases in early 2024, a dramatic increase of 54 new cases in just over a year. The shocking revelation was made during the World AIDS Day 2024, addressed by Prime Minister and Minister of Health, Dr. Honorable Terence Drew, who warned that the crisis demands immediate action. The figures show a stark contrast to December 1, 2022, when Dr. Drew reported 213 individuals living with HIV/AIDS in the Federation. Health authorities are particularly concerned about the rise in cases among adolescents and young adults aged 15 to 24. In 2023 alone, 14 new infections were recorded. 7 individuals died from AIDS-related complications. A senior health official admitted that the actual number of infections is likely much higher due to undiagnosed and unreported cases. It was a win-lose situation for suspended Police Commissioner Earl Herwood Christopher yesterday afternoon during a High Court hearing in challenge of her suspension from the duties by the Police Service Commission. On one hand, Justice Christopher Sulchand granted leave to Herwood Christopher to pursue her claim that judicial review against the Commission's decision to suspend. On the other hand, however, the judge refused to grant the interim relief that Herwood Christopher was asking for. The relief was that no one else be appointed to take control of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service Commission, TTPS, even when the investigation against her was ongoing. For close to 4 hours, attorneys for Herwood Christopher, led by Pamela Elder, Senior Counsel, and the Police Service Commission, headed by Senior Counsel Deborah Peake, made submissions before the judge. Following submissions, the judge briefly stood down the hearing to consider the arguments. Around 4:20 p.m., he returned and made the announcement. The judge said there was a need for Trinidad and Tobago Police Service to have a leader at this time, especially given that the country is currently in a state of emergency. This means that the decision by Parliament on Wednesday afternoon to appoint DCP Junior Benjamin as acting Commissioner of Police will stand. More than $13 million in U.S. funding for an international security force helping fight armed gangs in Haiti has been frozen under President Donald Trump's 90 days pause on foreign aid, the United Nations said. Powerful gangs armed with weapons largely trafficked from the United States have united in the Caribbean country's capital Port-au-Prince under a common alliance and now control most of the city and are expanding to nearby areas. The International Security Mission, while approved by the UN Security Council, is not a United Nations operation and currently relies on voluntary contributions. The mission has so far made little progress toward helping Haiti restore order. There are around nearly 900 police and troops from Kenya, El Salvador, Jamaica, Guatemala, and Belize. More than $110 million has been paid into a UN trust fund for the mission, more than half of it from Canada, according to UN data. Thank you for watching. I am Tiana Cole.
Calvin Brutus is now a civilian. PSC says he has been fired from the Guyana Police Force. It is 2025, and the 2022 population housing census data is yet to be made public. Judge orders stay on Dion Bascom's sentencing. Lawyers say it would be a miscarriage of justice if he's sentenced. And teen who murdered city councillor turns himself into the police. Those are our major headlines. For these stories and more, please go to our website. It's www.hgptv.com. I'm Travis Chase. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.